You might be wondering how I got myself into this situation. Well, here we go. It was the summer of 2012 when I was 14 years old. It was a beautiful August afternoon, the perfect day to be outside. So naturally, I was inside, binge watching a TV series called Political Animals. I instantly fell in love with TJ Hammond, who was played by Sebastian Stan. After seeing his performance, I was hooked. At first, I fell for Sebastian's looks. He is beyond dreamy. Then I fell for his acting.
I can't, and I won't.
You're the most important woman in the world, and you can't help me!
I am trying to help you.
And finally, his heart.
Back, because you said you wanted a hug.
I was interested in seeing more of what this guy does, so I Googled him, and almost nothing came up. Sebastian didn't even have his own online presence. I thought, how fun would it be to make a fan page about Sebastian Stan? And so, I did. I created his first Instagram fan page called Sebastian Stan Fan. Through his rise to fame, Sebastian hasn't lost his humility.
That's so sweet.
Oh my goodness.
When he created his own Instagram account in 2014, it wasn't a carefully curated agency-handled account. It was the account of a man who happened to be very public. Social media's ability to connect me to Sebastian made me feel seen, validated, and loved. As my fondness grew, I created 2 fan-based projects to show my love and appreciation for him. But subconsciously, I wanted to be a superior fan, someone he would remember, and he did. Let me set the scene. It was my 17th birthday, 3 long years of being his fan, when I saw his username pop up in my Instagram notification saying, Sebastian Stan commented on your post. And oh my God, the sound that came out of me was not human. To my knowledge, Sebastian had never interacted with a fan on social media before. I was the first. To put it simply, it was euphoric. I got a feeling of instant gratification and validation. My favorite actor just took time out of his day to wish little me a happy birthday? What the fuck? I felt like I mattered more to him than anyone. To him, it was just an interaction, but to me, it was like winning the lottery. As Sebastian rose to fame in popular media, my Instagram page grew tremendously. As more people flocked to his page, more people came to mine. More people meant more likes, and more likes meant more dopamine in my brain. And that's fundamentally the reason I keep posting. This account has become my source of happiness. It gives me the attention that I didn't receive enough of growing up. But that false feeling of happiness doesn't last very long. Okay. I hate being in front of the camera. There came to a point where people started losing interest, and I was really confused. The account, which had started as a hobby, had turned into like an obligation, and then it turned into an obsession. Virtual likes had legitimately become more important than being liked in real life. I had canceled plans with friends, or staying up until 3 in the morning, going on the page. My world and my mental health was dependent on the page and the amount of likes I was getting. I was in such a blur and a daze, and I needed some way to regain those likes. But I dealt with it through creating this account, creating a world that I could be myself, could be accepted, and could be liked. However, that turned really dark, and it got to a point where I had really close friends, and I actually ended up taking those friends' credit cards, stealing their credit cards, and buying likes for the page. And obviously, I lost those friends. They didn't want me in their life once they found out. And I got so sad. I was so depressed. And I ended up turning to social media to kind of express that sadness and express my dark thoughts and thoughts that eventually became really suicidal. And I obviously knew I had a problem. I had an addiction to social media. And I realized I needed to get help. And it was my source of attention. And so losing that literally put me into like a panic mode. After that experience, I told my parents that I needed to go to therapy. And they had no idea what was happening, I don't think. And so I went to therapy. And I definitely got help, and I got better, and I actually ended up repaying those friends that I had stole money from. Obviously that entire experience should have been like the biggest wake-up call to stop running this fucking page, but I didn't. Obviously I can't go back in time, but I wonder the kind of person I would be if I had not started the page. If my family would be different, if I would be closer. I really just need to find out who I am without this account and just find my true self. Yeah. Yeah. That was painful. That was really painful.